My name is David Ricklin, and today we're going to talk about speed reading. Is it a myth or a method? That all depends on how you define it. Speed reading is best described as a collection of reading methods which attempts to increase rates of reading without greatly reducing comprehension or retention. Let's start with what I like to call the speed reading fantasy. Many of us have had it. We're going to buy some speed reading program, and then we're going to double, triple, or quadruple our reading speed, and suddenly we're going to have a lot of free time, get the big promotion at work, we're going to learn a foreign language, read every book on our long reading list, and impress all our friends. You've seen the fantasy, you've lived it. We've all seen the demonstrations. Somebody is flipping pages on a book faster than a jackrabbit and running their hands or fingers across the pages. Minutes later, the book was read at 20,000 words per minute, and the reader remembers everything. It's like magic, or so it seems. But what you don't see in those demonstrations is the training that went behind it. Keep in mind that the average American reader reads between 200 and 300 words per minute. So doubling to 500 or even 1,000 words per minute is possible with some training and some effort. Maybe 20,000 words per minute will never happen for the general population, but certainly it is possible to double, triple, and even quadruple your speed with very good comprehension. So how can you increase your ability to speed read? Let's start with some basics. Number one, have your eyes checked. Poor eyesight may be slowing you down. If it is, get glasses, get contacts, or LASIK surgery if you need it. Number two, measure your current reading speed. How many words per minute do you currently read? If you don't know how fast you are now, you won't know how much you're improving. Either count the words read in 5 minutes or use software to do it. There's a lot of programs out there to do it. Number three, remove distractions when you're reading. Loud music and television do not increase your reading speed and comprehension, as much as my kids like to think so. If you can't find a quiet place, try earplugs. Number four, if you're reading for comprehension, use pre-reading techniques like skimming the material first. Go through it very quickly without reading everything. You can skim a whole book very quickly. Don't try this on mysteries, it might ruin the ending for you. Number five, decide how fast you want to go. Remember, you can only read as fast as you can comprehend the material. If you need high comprehension for very technical material, you'll have to slow down compared to reading a novel for pleasure. Number six, use your finger or hand as a pacing tool. It's very, very effective. You can literally use your finger or hand as a pacing tool to help you. It keeps you focused. Try to read very quickly using your hand as a pacing tool. Maybe at about 1 page every 10 seconds or 2,500 words a minute. You'll have lower comprehension, but try to comprehend as much as possible. Then slow down to about 1,000 words a minute. You'll find out something quite amazing. When you slow down, your comprehension will be better than it was at that speed originally. 1,000 words a minute suddenly doesn't seem that fast. Number seven, another recommendation is to stop or reduce what's called subvocalization. This is the process where you're reading word by word, sometimes actually moving your lips or the muscles used in regular speech. However, if you apply an effective system, subvocalization takes care of itself. After all, you don't want your mind to go silent. You want to really awaken the brain to comprehend the material. Number eight, many people also recommend a concept called chunking, where you actually read groups of words at a time instead of only one word at a time. Again, with proper training, this really takes care of itself. Too often people get caught up in figuring out the mechanics, so they lose comprehension. Number nine, one method used to increase focus and concentration is to constantly ask yourself, what is this about? What is this about? While you're reading. It forces your brain to gain an understanding of the material. Number 10, find a good program to help you along the way. It could be software, a live training class, an online speed reading course. It helps to have a teacher. Our recommended speed reading programs are in the sidebar or below this video. Use one of them. Number 11, Practice, practice, practice. You have to learn how to maintain focus and concentration. This is always hard in this attention deficit disorder world that we live in. It's hard to concentrate. Remember, there are two components to speed reading: moving the eyes more efficiently and comprehension. Be careful of getting caught up in the speed without the comprehension. Get training in both aspects. Now for my questions of the day. Do you think speed reading really works? And what have your personal experiences been with speed reading? Please answer the questions below. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and visit selfgrowth.com.